is Csu-Pueblo Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo, 1350. Let's head courtside and join the voice of the pack, Jim Brooks.
And good evening, everybody. Welcome to Massari Arena. Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference basketball action here tonight as Black Hills State University out of Spearfish, South Dakota. They've invaded Pueblo, and they'll take on the Thunderwolves here tonight. The women getting set to do battle at 5:30. Men will follow at 7:30 or thereabouts, depending on when the women's game ends. We hope you can join us all night long here. If you want to come out and watch the basketball games here tonight at Massari Arena, it is free admission. Can't beat that. So that's the late present that the Thunderwolves here at Csu-Pueblo are providing the public. Free chance to come out and see the nationally ranked women here as they're in the top 10 here, depending on which poll you want to subscribe to. But they are leading the RMAC at this moment, 6-0. They are 12-0 overall, the best start in program history. Following them, Regis and Mesa and UCCS at 5-1. Fort Lewis, Mines, 4-2 going in. We'll update some of those scores here in a little bit. We've already got a final in women's play today. Metro State and Westminster sit at 3-3. Carter Christian at 2-4, along with Western State, Chadron State, and tonight's opponent, Black Hills State. South Dakota Mines is at 1-5. Highlands at 1-5. Adams State is at 0-6. Kind of an enigma, this ball club, Black Hills State. They are 2-8, and they're two have come recently. Their last time out, they defeated Chadron State. They walloped them, as a matter of fact, but they have been struggling this year, to say the least. This is a ball club that knocked out the Thunderwolves last year, remember, in the first round of the region down there in Lubbock, Texas. In the round of 64, Thunderwolves had won the RMAC shootout, were the number 2 seed in the region, but Black Hills State, who was the number 7 seed, knocked out the Thunderwolves, did it convincingly, beat them 78-60, and of those 78 points, they have 59 of them back in their lineup this year, but they have really struggled, and they've struggled to score the basketball. Defensively, they're still tenacious as ever, but they're having trouble finding the hoop, but the last time out, they did find the hoop. And we'll just have to see if that's going to be more of the same going in here tonight. Their last time out, they put up 79 points against Chadron State, beat them convincingly, 79-48. But on the year, this Black Hills State ball club, they're only averaging 57 points a game. They're just shooting the ball at a 35% clip, only shooting 25% from three. And if you remember last year in the regional ball game down there in Lubbock, they just went crazy against the Thunderwolves, shot about 48%, I think it was, in the regional game from three, and winning that ball game by 18. They jumped off to a big lead, hitting everything they looked at early on, and the Thunderwolves just never had an answer for them. So we'll see how this game shakes out early. Jim Turgeon wants to believe they're more like the ball club that played the last time out and won the game. He cannot understand for the life of him how they can be 2-8. He goes, I watch them on film, and I go, this is the same ball club. They're just as good. Thunderwolves, they could be better, probably are better than last year's club, with the additions, of course, of Katie Cunningham and Taylor Long. You got another year of experience for Tule Sue Anderson and the big girls underneath, Lauren Hine and Molly Rohr. This is an excellent starting five, and Jasmine Johnson providing scoring punch off the bench along with Angie Moore. It is a solid ball club, and right now, odds-on favorite to host the regional this year if they keep this pace up where they're at right now. We'll come back after this timeout. We'll talk to the head coach, Jim Turgeon. That all comes your way next. Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo.
Pueblo, 1350.
Back to the Thunderwolves pregame show, and joining me now, head coach Jim Turgeon. Jim, first of all, I'll ask you how your holiday was.
It was a good holiday. Went back home for 4 or 5 days, and it was good to unwind and see family.
Well, you biggest fear, I guess, of a coach when you come back is everybody out of shape, rusty. How was it this week?
It was a little ugly. I thought we only practiced 3 times. The first 2 were kind of shaky, but yesterday's practice was good. Today's shoot around was good. You know, it takes them a few days to get back into the groove of things. You always worry about, do we need a break? Do we not? We're 1-12 in a row, but I really honestly think we needed a break, and it came at the right time.
Well, you had some nagging little injuries. I guess when you get a few bumps and bruises, it gives a chance for those little things to heal up a little bit.
Yeah, as far as I know, we're 100% right now. Now we got a few kids that got, cold cold and sniffles and stuff like that. But as far as physically, we're as best we've been since the beginning of the season.
Well, no, what a great first half of the season it was. 12-0. You can't get any better than that. It's perfect. I know math a little bit, and that's as good as you can get. And really, when you look at your play, it really was good.
Yeah, I would give us an A- maybe. I think we can play better. At times, we're really good defensively, and at times we're really good offensively. I think we need to be a little more consistent offensively to have a chance to win this thing. But honestly, we're going to take one game at a time. It starts today with Black Hills, which will be a very tough matchup for us.
Well, this is a funny ball club, this Black Hills ball club, because they've got most of their core back from last year. In fact, I went through it. They scored 78 against you in the regional. They got 59 of those points back in the lineup this year. Yet they're 2-8, and they were 1-8 before coming up with a big win their last time out.
Yeah, I don't understand it. I've watched them on film, and they look like the same team that gave us problems last year. They did lose a couple shooters. Maybe their outside shooting isn't quite as good as it was last year, but they're the same physical, tough team, and I'm sure we'll have our hands full tonight.
Yeah, that's the first thing I look at. They're shooting-wise, they're in the 30s, which isn't very good, but their last time out, they shot the ball well, so you just wonder which team's going to be there. The first team that we saw all year long or the one that's been struggling?
Well, they're very capable. I mean, they've got girls on this roster that scored 15, 20 points in a game last year, so they're very capable. We got to play our defense. Don't let them get hot, get a little cold. I think, it's the type of game they've been struggling a little bit. Maybe if we can get them down early, maybe they're not going to quit, but maybe they'll doubt themselves a little bit. We just don't want them hitting shots early and getting confidence. That's what we're going to try to prevent.
Now, the one thing that has been a constant for them, defensively, they're still pretty good.
Oh, they're very good defensively, and they grind you, they bump and they push the limits of the rules, which it's gamesmanship. It's okay, it's fine. It's not like they're cheating anything. It's just their style of play, and we have to adjust to it. We have to adjust how they play. We have to adjust how the officials are calling the game, and then we just got mainly just worry about ourselves.
Well, it's one positive note of your ball club. Seems like you've been able to make a lot of great in-game adjustments all year long.
We really have. I've said this before on the show. It's one thing for a coach to figure out what you need to do and then tell your team, but a lot of times the team doesn't make the adjustments, and this group has been able to make the adjustments, and thank goodness we made some good adjustments in the second half in some of our games to either come back or put the game away.
All right, good luck tonight.
All right, thank you.
All right, Thunderbolts head coach Jim Turgeon back with more right after this on Fox Sports Pueblo. And welcome back to Massari Arena. Go ahead and join the tail end here of the starting lineups.
6'1" sophomore from Loomis, California, number 33, Lauren Hine. And a 6' junior from Aurora, Colorado, number 5, Katie Cunningham. Volunteer assistant Tommy Turgeon, part-time assistant D. Arietta, assistant coach Tara Moyers, and head coach of the Thunderwolves, Jim Turgeon.
Thank Dave Miller for bringing the starting lineups there. The tail end of them. Thunderbolts going to go with Cunningham, Long, Anderson, Hine, and Rohr. Black Hills State. Make sure they didn't make any changes here. We've got Siemens, Trocamoinen, Switzer, Balster, and Bertram. That's what they gave me. That's what they're going with. Thunderbolts in their home white, blue numerals, red trim. Black Hills State in their road green, gold numerals, a little bit of white trim sprinkled in there. Thunderbolts move it left to right as we look at it courtside here from Massari Arena. We sit on Dave Socher press row. Have the honor of doing that each and every home game here. Hello, Dave, if you're listening or watching on the Stretch Internet feed. We welcome all of our viewers as well back there in the beautiful Black Hills of South Dakota. Thunderbolts control the tap. And it is Csu on the right wing. A little under the weather here. 3 players with colds this week. Here is Anders going to pull up a little jumper on the wing. No good. Follows it up, gets a rebound. Pulls up in the lane, a little 10-footer. Rims in and out and in again. Csu Anderson gets the Thunderbolts on the board. 2-0. Ball on the left side. Trocamoinen with it. Thunderbolts in a man-to-man defense, as usual. Here's Siemens. They'll go to a trap from time to time. Switzer on the right wing. They bounce it down low, turning, facing Balster. Banks it up, no good. Rebound to Hines. Outlet pass to Cunningham. Cunningham fires it ahead to Long on the right wing. Now starts to drive, pulls up, now back on the wing. Looks down low for Rohr, can't find her. Now outside to Hine. Very aggressive defense here by Black Hills State. They give it to Cunningham. Cunningham right side to Csu. Csu starts to drive. Now steps back and will pop for 3. It's on the way. Swish. Well, sometimes you play your best games when you're a little ill. 5-0. Thunderwolves on top. Ball on the right side. Switzer with it. Gives it up top to Chokamoinen. Chokamoinen holds it there. Comes left side with it on the wing to Bertram. Bertram up top to Siemens. Siemens looking for a screen. Now drives in all the way to the hoop, and she is hammered on her way to the hoop as Hine deposited her on the deck. But they're going to call the foul instead on Taylor Long on the reach. Take your pick there. They both got their money's worth, and it's going to send Julia Siemens to the free throw line. 53% on the year, 9 of 17 from the line this year. Black Hills State as a team, they struggle, 66%. Free throw on the way, off the back iron, no good. And the second toss on the way, looks short, and it is way off the mark. Long rebound goes right out to Siemens. There's nobody blocked out the shooter. Ball on the right side, Chokamoinen with it. She'll hold it, now goes down low on the block. Balser turns, comes in with a left-hand hook, in and out, no good. And rebound to Cunningham, and she is hammered on the play by Bertram, and that'll be a foul on the Yellow Jackets. Well, you heard Jim Turgeon, or maybe you didn't if you weren't with us for the pregame show, but he talked about Black Hills State tendency to bend the rules a bit. They push the envelope on defense. They're very aggressive. Here's Hine on the left wing, cut off there, goes outside to Cunningham. Cunningham, cross court now to Long. To Csu right in front of the Black Hills bench. Little crossover move, pulls up 15-footer on the baseline, left it short, and the rebound belongs to Balster. It's the outlet pass ahead, up on the right wing with it. Here is Switzer with it. Reverses, now drives in, dishes to the baseline. Balster goes outside. Chokamoinen for three. It's off the back iron. Long rebound. Hine gets it as she snagged it over the top of Switzer. Outlet to Cunningham. Cunningham races into the forecourt. Ahead to Long. Won't take the three. Drives into the paint. Kicks it outside. Cunningham's wide open for three. It's off the back iron. No good. And the rebound to Switzer. Switzer now will bring it across the timeline. Holds things up. Goes right side to Siemens. He's just holding the ball there. Long backs off her. They go outside to Switzer onto the left wing. This is Keely Bertram, sophomore out of Elk, points out Dakota. They swing it onto the right side to Siemens. Now she'll dribble it out top. 10 on the shot clock. Left thumb up. 5 on the shot clock. Starts a drive. Long cuts her off. Spins. Can't get the shot off. Now goes up and under. A little scoop shot. No good. And the rebound to Hine. Gets the outlet pass to Cunningham. 5-0. Thunderwolves on top. A little under 2 minutes or 3 minutes into the game here. 7:10 to go. Here's Long out top. Goes onto the right side to Cunningham. Holds it. Goes up top. Roar. Has the ball batted away. It's loose, and it's picked up and stolen away by Balster. She has Roar to beat. In for the right. A little high dribble. Goes up the shot. Missed it. Rebound to Cunningham. Cunningham fires it ahead. Csu on the right wing. She's wide open. Steps back. 3 on the way. Off the back iron. No good. Tap to the baseline. Foul on Hine going over the back. Katie Cunningham looked like ripped some tape off. I don't know if she had the tape on her shooting hand or what, but she says that's enough of that. Substitutions into the ball game here for Black Hills State as Cortez Standing Bear is into the game. Goes onto the right side. The Balster. Now left side, moving in with it. Now they feed it off. Can't get the shot off. They swing it around into the corner. Here's a long left-hand jumper on the way. Three-pointer, it's good. By Rachel Erickson. So she comes off the bench firing. First bucket of the game for Black Hills State. Ball up ahead. Jasmine Johnson lost it, but it was last touched by Black Hills State. 5-3 our score. Thunderwolves lead it by 2. Beagley into the game. Hine comes out for the Thunderwolves. Johnson will trigger it in on the baseline. Holds it. Bounce pass to Beagley. Can't get the shot off. She'll dribble out of harm's way. Lobs it way outside to Cunningham. Cunningham, left side to Beagley. Trying to get it to Roar. They are fronting and backing her down low. They get it to Roar. Turns in her offers. Wheels goes up at the left hand. Left is short. And rebound knocked away out of bounds. It'll belong to the Thunderwolves.
Hey, we got to score, White.
Still 5-3 here. Pack leads it by 2. Johnson on the inbounds pass comes way outside to Csu. She has all 5 points for the Thunderwolves. Goes left side to Johnson. She'll start a drive into the paint. Goes down the lane. Missed the scoop shot. And the rebound coming out of there with it is Standing Bear. She dribbles to the right wing. Now goes into the paint. Cut off. Gives it off now to Balster. Has the ball knocked loose. It's on the deck, but it's picked up by Standing Bear. Dishes to the left side. Now outside. Here's another three-pointer by Erickson. It's off the mark this time, and the rebound to Jasmine Johnson. Thunderbolts keep the lead at 5-3. Fired ahead. Tule-Su on the right wing. Holds it there. Dribbles around a screen. Steps back. She'll fire another three-pointer. Off the front iron. No good. And the rebound belongs to Black Hills State coming out of there with it. This is Doc Stater into the corner. Long three-pointer way off the mark. Bigley with the rebound for the Thunderbolts. Takes a whack on the wrist there from Erickson. No call, and the Thunderbolts keep it. And Cunningham will bring it across the timeline. A very frustrated Jim Turgeon right now. Thunderbolts throw the ball away. It's knocked away out of bounds by Cunningham. So a turnover gives it back to Black Hills State. Roar out. Angie Moore in for the Thunderbolts. So Thunderbolts were off to a quick 5-0 lead with Tule-Su Anderson in a couple buckets, but they've gone cold here the last 4 minutes. Ball on the right side. Here's Erickson. She has the lone hoop for Black Hills State. Feeds it up top. Can't get the shot off. They come on to the left wing to Scott. Scott holds it there, trying to get it to the block. She'll start a drive. Pulls up, little 18-footer on the way. Good. 2-point bucket for Cassidy Scott, and we're all tied up at 5 apiece. Here's Cunningham with it for the Thunderbolts. She'll bring it across the timeline. Goes right side to Johnson. Johnson moves in, steps back, fires a three-pointer. It's on the way, way off the mark. Tule-Su battles for the rebound, can't save it. It goes out of bounds. It'll belong to Black Hills State. We've reached our media timeout. 4:36 to go here in the first quarter. Foul was actually called on Tule-Su Anderson. That's the first on Tule-Su. 1 minute timeout. All tied at 5 apiece on Fox Sports Pueblo. So far, folks, in shooting stats, Black Hills State 22%. They're 2 of 9. Thunderbolts are worse, 2 of 10, 20%. Each team has hit a three. Thunderbolts have turned it over twice. And it was not a very friendly huddle over to our left here at courtside. I'm sure it's probably a lot of the same down on the other end with Mark Knorr. Although he's on the road. You don't mind playing ugly when you're out on the road. You don't have to please anybody in the stands. You just want to win the game. Ball out top. They swing it around the perimeter onto the right side to Erickson. Ball knocked away by Cunningham. Can't come up with a steal, though. She's among the conference leaders in steals. Ball knocked away from the eye by Tule-Su, speaking of conference leaders. Cunningham right now third in the league in steals, 2 a game. Tule-Su sixth at 1.7 a game. Inbounds pass. They get it on the baseline. The Balster goes up with the banker. Doesn't get it to drop. And Cunningham gets the rebound. She'll bring it across the timeline for the Thunderbolts. Goes up top to Bigley. She's open. 3-ball on the way. It's off the iron. No good. And the rebound controlled by Black Hills State's Bertram. Fires it in up on the right side. Here's a cross-court feed on the left baseline. Gets loose. It's retrieved, but the ball knocked loose again. Goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cunningham. It'll belong to Black Hills State. Long into the game, or back into the game, I should say. Tule-Su going to get her first rest of the night. Here's the inbounds pass. And to Standing Bear. She goes on to the right side to Erickson. Erickson holds it there for the Yellow Jackets. Now to Bertram. Bertram onto the left side. They play catch around the perimeter. 9 on the shot clock. They don't out on the block. The Balster turns. Nice ball fake. Goes up. And the left-hand hook is up and in. So that gives Black Hills State their first lead of the night. They've scored 7 in a row here. They lead at 7-5. Here's Cunningham for 3. Wide open swish. 8-7. Thunderbolts back out on top. So that lead lasted about 6 seconds for Black Hills State. Here's the ball around the perimeter. Scott onto the right side to Erickson. Erickson with the left-hand dribble. Shouts out the play call. Dribbles to the left wing around a screen. In from the left, goes up and drew the foul. And it'll be 2 shots upcoming for Black Hills State. Foul will be on Long, and that is her second. So that means she's going to have to come out of the ball game, and that means Katie Jones will check in now for the Thunderbolts after the first free throw. And at the line, Rachel Erickson. She's another player that struggles from the line for Black Hills State. Only 11 of 20 on the year, 55%. Spins it up and in.
And then the Thunderbolts line number 34 with Katie Jones returning to the Yellow Jacket.
That ties the game up at 8 apiece. Second time we've been tied tonight. Black Hills State will go for the third lead change of the night right here. Erickson, a junior out of Cheyenne, Wyoming. She averages 7.5 points a game off the bench. And so far, she's got 5. She leads the way for Western State, or for Black Hills State, as she hits the second free throw. 9-8. Pressure in the backcourt. Cunningham able to break it. Fires it ahead onto the right side to Jones. Jones back outside to Cunningham. 9-8. Black Hills State with a 1-point lead. Here's Cunningham. Wheels to the free throw line. Skips it into the corner to Jones. Moves in now. Gives it back to Johnson. Johnson will drive to the baseline. Stops. Gives it now to Moore. Down to Beagley. Ball knocked away. It's loose on the deck. Still loose on the deck. It's tied up, and the alternating possession will belong to Black Hills State. Bulls very sloppy on that possession. And to be truthful, this looks like a couple of ball clubs that haven't played in 13 days. Here's the ball on the left side. Here's Scott with it. There's a whistle. Offensive foul away from the ball. Illegal screen on Black Hills State. Let's see who they ticketed. And it'll be on Siemens. It's her first, 4th team foul. We're even in that category. Johnson breaks the pressure. As the ball knocked loose, regains it. She's trapped. Gets rid of it to Cunningham. Cunningham moves in. Goes into the corner to Jones. Jones, one bounce. Now back to Cunningham. To Jones in the corner. Looks down low for Moore. Can't find her. Still trying to get it to Moore on the block. They skip it up top to Beagley. She drives in. Now hands it off to Cunningham. 10 on the shot clock. Now to Moore. Can't get the 3 off. She'll drive into the paint. Kicks it into the corner to Jones. 4 on the shot clock. Jones spins. Goes baseline. Little jumper up and in. You know, I watch Katie Jones every day before the ball. She's always the first one here. Works on a variety of shots. Here's a three-pointer way off the mark, an air ball. And the ball saved on the baseline. It'll belong to Black Hills State. A good job there by Erickson as she's able to grab the loose ball and fired it off the ankle of Katie Jones. Well, Black Hills State will inbound the ball, trailing it by 1. Comes into Trocamoinen. Down on the block, turning, facing, wheeling, going up, left-hand hook, up and in. Nice move there by Cassidy Scott. She has 4. Lead back to the Yellow Jackets. Here's quickly back ahead become the Thunderwolves. Wild shot, no good by Johnson. Rebound to Moore. She goes up with the right-hand hook. Missed it. And the rebound belongs to Black Hills State. Coming up with that loose ball was Sierra Toms. Now to the baseline. Here is Erickson. Goes underneath the hoop and lost it out of bounds. Erickson felt like she was fouled on the play. They're not going to bail her out, though. Back in comes Switzer, along with a couple other substitutions. Look like the starters back in now for Black Hills State. There's Bertram back in there as well with Siemens. Here's Cunningham. And brings it across the timeline. 1:15 to go here. First quarter, Thunderwolves trail at 11-10. Here's Hine. He's back in for the Thunderwolves. Handed off to Cunningham. Left side to Tule-Su. Anderson drives into the paint, goes up and under. Had the ball stripped away, lost it out of bounds. Last touched. Boy, they're going to give it back to the Thunderwolves. There's no way there. That was definitely off the hands of Tule-Su, but Thunderwolves will take it.
Hey, there's displacement in the post.
Always know your geography, folks. Here's the inbounds pass to Rohr. She's wide open. Left-hand hook up and in. That was way too easy for the Thunderwolves. 12-11. Pack leads it by 1. Under a minute to go here, first quarter. Fake 3, give it off to Trocamoinen. Down on the block, turning, facing. Balls for shot blocked by Rohr. Get it out of here. Hands it off to Cunningham. Brings it across the timeline. Fires it ahead for Tule-Su. Bad pass. And it's stolen away by Switzer. She's hounded in the backcourt. Ball knocked loose. Cunningham trying to get the steal. And Katie gets the foul. Katie's upset with herself there on that bad pass. It's almost like she was bound and determined to make something happen. What she does is put Black Hills State on the free throw line. And it'll be Bertram to the line. Bertram, 76% free throw shooter for the Yellow Jackets. Shooting a pair. First toss up and in. That ties the game up at 12 apiece. Second toss, good. Had 7 lead changes here in the first quarter. 13-12, Black Hills State on top. Here's Jones, drives the baseline, won't take the shot, gives it to Hine. About a 2-second differential on the shot and game clock. Feed into the corner to Hine. Fake. She drives the baseline. She's in. Goes up. Fouled from behind. No call. She laid it in. Where is the call there? You know why, folks? Because the ball went in. If she had missed that layup, they would have called the foul. 14-13. That's the new way you officiate. Ball on the right side. Here's a three-point jack by Siemens off the iron. No good. Cunningham with the rebound at the buzzer. Back and forth we went all first quarter long. We had 8 lead changes in all. Thunderwolves lead it 14-13 after 1. It's a 1-minute timeout on Fox Sports Pueblo. 14-13, Thunderwolves at the end of 1. Shooting stats picked up as the quarter went on. Thunderwolves up to 35%. Black Hill State now up to 27%. Thunderwolves have the extra three-pointer. Black Hill State has all the free throws. They're 4 of 6. They got to the line 6 times. Thunderwolves yet to get to the free throw line. Thunderwolves with a 3-rebound advantage. Thunderwolves turned it over 4 times. Black Hill State only 2. Thunderwolves get the ball first to start the second quarter, moving left to right here with the 1-point lead. 8 lead changes in that first quarter. Ball on the right side. Anderson with it. Gives it to Hine. Oh, nice move to the hoop. Hine lays it in. Give the assist to Csu-Pueblo. 16-13. Thunderwolves by 3. Ball on the left side. Here's Scott with it. Thought about the 3. Won't take it. Goes up top to Siemens. On to the right wing to Switzer. Switzer now to Bertram. She drives down the lane. Lost it out of bounds. Last touch by the Thunderwolves as Csu-Pueblo had her quick hands in there. Almost had the steal. So it'll belong to Black Hill State. 12 seconds on the shot clock here. 16-13. Thunderwolves lead it by 3. Early on in the second quarter. Triggering it in. Switzer lobs it way outside to Scott. She drives into the paint. Cut off. Comes outside. 3 ball on the way by Switzer. Off the iron. No good. Rebound in the lane. Ripped away by Cunningham. Fires it ahead on the left side. Here comes Csu-Pueblo. Shot blocked, but she drew the foul. What was pretty remarkable there, it was an obvious foul. Josh Rombach with a call from way outside. Michaela Fox was looking right at it. She ate the whistle.
Headset screen.
So Csu Anderson the line. Our officials tonight, Michaela Fox, Kevin Kazuski, and Josh Rombach. So Csu Anderson to the free throw line. 78% on the year. Thunderwolves as a team, 77%. First toss by Csu up and in. Little under the weather here tonight. She, along with, I'm trying to remember who Jim Turgeon told me else. I think Taylor Long, a little bit cold. Second free throw, rims in and out and in again. And then also one of their bench players, Kaya Adams, a little under the weather, although she feels better than all of them, they said. 18-13, Thunderwolves match their big lead of the game here. They lead it. They've scored 6 straight here. Here's a feed down low, but they can't get the shot off. They go into the corner. Siemens for 3. In and out, no good. Hine with a rebound. Outlet pass to Cunningham. Cunningham pressured in the backcourt. They cut her off. She fires it ahead to Csu-Pueblo. They got a little mini breakout here. Cross-court feed to Jones. She drives into the paint. Wheels, goes baseline. Banks it in. Katie Jones with 4. 20-13. Could she be the player that emerges? Jim Turgeon wants a little extra depth on his ball club. Cunningham goes to the steal. Doesn't quite get it. Picked up by Bertram. Bertram drives in, stops, pops from about 10, and rattles it in. She has 3. That breaks the run for the Thunderwolves. It had been 8-0 run. Now it's 20-15. Thunderwolves lead it by 5. Cunningham brings it across the timeline. Dribbles to the right wing. Goes behind the back, gives it off to Csu-Pueblo. Starts a drive, cut off at the free throw line, keeps the dribble alive. Now starts in again, now backtracks, goes left side to Jones. Jones now to Rohr, 8 on the shot clock. Nice feed to Hine, layup good. Give the assist to Rohr, 22-15. That's 6 points for Lauren Hine. And the ball knocked away and stolen by Jones. Fires it ahead to Csu-Pueblo. 1 player to beat. Down the lane she goes, up and under, lays it in. Time out taken by the Yellow Jackets. Thunderwolves, their biggest lead of the game. They lead it 24-15. It is a 30-second timeout. Now we're going to make a 1-minute timeout on Fox Sports Pueblo. Well, the Thunderwolves now on since trailing it at 13-12, they're on a 12-2 run right now, and have opened up a 9-point lead at 24-15. They're up to 48% now for the game. Black Hills State, they're at 28%. That'll be Black Hills State ball here. Facing their first bit of big adversity in the game here. Standing Bear with it. Had the ball almost knocked loose. He retrieves it on the sideline. Hands it off to Dockstader. Dockstader right side to Standing Bear. Skips across court. Almost home, but the pass goes away anyway. That's Thunderwolves ball. Kevin Kazuski couldn't see it. I don't know how. So he asked the guy. That always amazed. Asked the guy who was 50 feet away. Did you see it? Yeah. Here is Cunningham. Hands it off. They go right side to Jones. Jones left side. Tule Sioux with it. Looks around a screen. Now lobs it down low to Roar. Roar in the paint goes up with the left hand hook. Shot blocked and a rebounding foul on Hine. Good defense down there on the block by Balster, giving Molly Roar a little dose of her own medicine there. So Hine out after a great start, 6 points, but she'll sit probably the rest of this first half with 2 personal fouls. And the scoreboard has the foul count wrong. That was foul number 2 on Hine. That's what they're questioning here. Go outside with it. Standing Bear onto the right side. Here's Cassidy Scott back to Standing Bear. Roar came out on her. Pressure. 10 on the shot clock. Holding it. Down on the block. Here's Balster. Nice move into the paint. Goes up with the left-hand hook. Missed it, though. Ball batted away out of bounds. And the rebound will belong to the Thunderwolves. Now, there's where I'm keeping stats. I give that rebound to Katie Cunningham, especially when you're leading the conference in rebounding. They'll probably go a team rebound there, but I was always taught by my old mentor, Greg Smith, I hate team rebounds. Give it to somebody. They're not going to question you at the end of the game. As long as it all adds up and it balances. Here's another steal by Balster. She has Roar to beat. In from the right. Looked like she might have traveled, but kept the pivot foot down and lays it in. Balster with 4, 24-17. That's the second time she's had a steal and went coast to coast, but the last time she missed. Here's Cunningham. Kills the dribble, in a bit of trouble. Now goes outside to Jones. She moves in wide open. Free throw line jumper. Missed it. Left it a little short. And the rebound to Scott rather. She brings it across the timeline. Nobody cuts her off. She pulls up, free throw line jumper. Left it way short. Long rebound. Comes out to the baseline. Driving in is Erickson underneath the hoop. Can't get the shot off. Keeps the dribble alive. Goes outside. Here's a long jumper on the way. No good. Rebound loose. Balster has it. Goes in on Cunningham and lays it in. Good power move there by Balster. 24-19. 4 in a row by the Yellow Jackets here as they creep back in the game. Here's Roar, goes up and under right-hand hook, doesn't get it to drop. And the rebound underneath to Dockstader. Long feed up ahead. Scott rebound, or layup, no, but a foul called on Cunningham. And that's foul number 2 on Cunningham. So Thunder was in a little foul trouble here in this first half as Hine, Long, and Cunningham all with 2. And at the free throw line, it will be Cassidy Scott. First toss up in here. Cassidy Scott, a senior out of Douglas, Wyoming. 77% on the year. She's one of the just tough. I mean, it's Black Hills State Ball Club. They are scrappy. They'll get in your face, make you earn a lot of stuff out there. They've come back with 6 in a row here to cut a once 9-point lead back to 3, 24-21. Thunderwolves out their team leader out there now as far as running the show. It'll have to be Long now from the point. Goes left side to Johnson. Johnson holds it now, gives it off to Jones. Jones goes right side to Beagley. Down low to Roar. On the block, goes up with a right-hand hook, left it short. She's being dominated right now by Balster down on the block. Here's they feed up ahead. In from the right. Layup missed. Johnson gets the rebound. She's stripped it. 3-on-4 break here. They don't have numbers, but that doesn't matter to Jasmine. She took it right to the hole and missed it. Now, Black Hills State with numbers back the other way. Here's Standing Bear down the lane. Offensive foul called on Standing Bear. I thought that was going to be a block as she looked to avoid Jones there that time, but did clip her on the way by. And Roar out and Moore in. And now Thunderwolves got to go a little deeper into their bench here in this first half. Chelsea Vallejos checks in as Jones will come out. Chelsea's capable, though, the junior out of Lamar. She played her first year at Adams State. Saw extensive action that year. It's had flashes of brilliance here for the Thunderwolves. Here's Johnson. That's a reach-in foul there.
Hey, go get the screen.
That'll be on Doc Stater. Inbounds pass to Long. 24-21. Thunderwolves lead it by 3. Here's Long on the right wing. Holds things up there. They pressure her. She drives the baseline. Now comes out of there, works around a screen, down the lane, kicks it off outside to Johnson, left side to Vallejo. 15 on the shot clock. Vallejo's probing, goes right side to Johnson. 11 on the shot clock. Thunderwolves look like they're going nowhere on this possession. Here's Long, works around a screen, steps back. She'll fire a 3-ball way off the mark. And Johnson saves it in the corner, fires it outside to Long. Long goes left side to Vallejo. She drives the baseline, pulls up, little runner, left it short. Rebound to Moore, has it, banks it up and in. Angie Moore rescues the possession, and the Thunderwolves back on top by 5. That stops a 6-0 run by the Yellow Jackets. Here's the ball outside. Standing Bear onto the left side to Erickson, back to Standing Bear. Drives into the free throw line, down the lane, scoops it up with the left hand, missed it, but the rebound loose on the block, still loose. Oh, they're going to call a reach-in foul on the Thunderwolves here. And the foul is on Beagley. And now Kaya Adams going to check into the game for the Thunderwolves. So all these foul problems for the Thunderwolves have forced them to go a little bit deeper into their bench than they usually do in a close ball game. For extended minutes. Here's a drive to the hoop by Siemens. Pulls up, missed it, and rebound batted to Beagley. She's whacked at, man. Slashing on the play. Back the other way goes Vallejos. It's tough out there. Here's Adams onto the right side to Johnson. Johnson, that's going to be an illegal screen on the Thunderwolves on Kaya Adams.
All the stuff that's going on, you call that.
My thoughts exactly, one Jim Turgeon.
Stuff going on.
So it's back to Black Hills State. Ball onto the right side. Trocamoinen back in the game now for the Yellow Jackets. Feeds it up top. Here's a drive to the hoop. Running right hand. Shot blocked by Adams. The rebound to Beagley. Hands it off to Vallejos. Vallejos fires it in. Bad pass. It's knocked away out of bounds by Trocamoinen. Thunderwolves get the ball back, and they're very fortunate. Sierra Toms giving the Black Hills State Ball Club some valuable minutes right now. Balster on the bench. Here's Vallejos. He starts a drive, cut off on the right wing. Thunderwolves lead at 26-21. Feed it to Moore. Turn, faces, jumper on the way. In and out, won't go. And the rebound belongs to Black Hills State. Coming out of there with it, Doc Stater. She goes on to the left side to Siemens. Lobs it down on the block to Toms. Ball batted away by Beagley. She has a seal. Then she's whacked at, and a foul on Sierra Toms. I mean, Black Hills State, ladies and gentlemen, they'll get their money's worth. They say their theory is, hey, we get 5 of them, let's use them. You get 5 fouls a game, why not just whack people left and right? And if you get a couple people in stripes that'll ignore it, it works out even better. Here's the inbounds pass to Vallejo. She brings it across the timeline. Goes left side to Johnson. Down low to Moore, bad pass. Gets away, and it'll go back to Black Hills State.
Get your chance, let's go! Get your chance, let's go!
Black Hills State inbounds the ball to Siemens. She'll bring it across the timeline. Now give it off up top to Erickson. Erickson back left side to Siemens. Holds it there. Looks for a screen. Oh, nice drive to the left side. Nice feed underneath. Shot up. Shot blocked by Beagle, but she gets the foul, and Doc Stater will go to the free throw line.
Number 12, Maddie Beagley, the second.
That's the second foul on Beagley. So that is now Cunningham, Long, Hine, and Beagley, all with 2 fouls apiece. And at the line, Doc Stater. 69% on the year. Free throw up and rims in and out. She'll have one more. Molly Rohr going to check back in now for the Thunderwolves, and Beagley out. the line for the second toss here. The freshman out of Henderson, Nevada. Second that's way off the mark, but they missed the rebound. Left-hand scoop up and in by Erickson. 26-23. Thunderwolves lead is 3. Here's pressure in the backcourt. Ball stripped away. It's on the deck and stolen by Black Hills State. Oh, that's traveling. As Gabby Dockstader, you can see she was in no man's land looking for a guard to bail her out. Nobody got there in time. So Thunderwolves fortunate to get the ball back here. Sue Anderson back in the game now for the Thunderwolves. Trying to survive this first half here with all the foul problems. Inbounds pass to Johnson. Great pressure in the backcourt here by Siemens. All over Johnson. Get it ahead now. Here's the trap. Look out. Adams throws it away. Trocamoinen with the steal. In for the left. And Tule-Sioux fouled her, and that'll be foul number 2 on Tule-Sioux. That's one of those times where discretion, the better part of valor there by Tule-Sioux. She just should have conceded the hoop. But instead, she draws her second personal foul. And that'll send Trocamoinen to the free throw line. Trocamoinen is scoreless so far in this ball game. She had 17 last year in that regional game down there in Lubbock when they beat the Thunderwolves 78-60. First free throw, no good. But we told you, Black Hills State, they struggle as a team from the line. Only 66% on the year. They average just 11.8 makes a game. Thunderwolves average 14.8 makes a game. Plus the Thunderwolves shoot it at a 77% clip. But Black Hills State maintaining contact here. They're back within 2 after trailing by as many as 9 here in the first half. Here's Johnson way outside. Right side to Anderson. Anderson trapped. Gets rid of it. Gets it to Jones. Jones moves in. Back outside. Tule-Sioux open for 3. That's way off the mark. Long rebound. Johnson able to get it for the Thunderwolves, and they'll reset. Give it back to Tule-Sioux Anderson. Right side to Jones. Now to Johnson. Thought about the 3. Goes up top. Here's Moore open. 18-footer on the way. In and out. No good. And rebound batted loose. Comes to Jones. Goes up. Right-hand hook. Blocked. Rebound loose. Taken away by Black Hills State. They got a chance to tie or perhaps get the lead here as they trail it by 2 with 1:10 to go in the first half. Siemens brings it across the timeline. Dribbles to the left wing. Holds things up. And bad pass, lazy pass, but it's picked up by Erickson. Takes the 3, drives in. Now it's double team, but goes up and under. Left-hand scoop, up and in. What a shot by Erickson. She has 9. Ties the game up at 26 apiece. 45 seconds to go here in the first half. Tule-Sioux on the left wing. Dribbles out of trouble. Gives it to Rohr. Back to Anderson. Anderson now starts to drive. Cut off. Goes right side to Johnson. Johnson will drive the baseline. She's cut off. Comes outside to Moore. Now up top. Jones is open. 3 ball on the way. Got it! Katie Jones gives the Thunderwolves the lead back. 29-26. We're down to 18 seconds to go. Here, shot clock is off as we wind down the first half of play. Here is Erickson. Up top, they swing it right side. Tule-Sioux almost got the steal. Trocamoinen able to retrieve it out around the timeline. 8 seconds to go. Trocamoinen starts to drive into the paint. Spins, backs in on Tule-Sioux. Gets rid of it. Left side, Siemens open for 3 at the buzzer. It's good. Ties the game up as we head to the locker room. What a hard-fought battle here in this first half. Black Hills State, they come back and they tie it as we go to halftime. Back with our halftime show right after this. 29 all on Fox Sports Pueblo. And welcome back to Massari Arena. All tied up 29 apiece here as both teams finishing up their warm-ups to get ready for the second half. Gives us a chance to get you updated on the scoreboard in the RMAC. 2 finals in women's play today. South Dakota Mines over Highlands 81-56. Westminster went to Golden today and knocked off Mines 72-61. Games in progress. Metro State leads Mesa 47-41. They're going to the 4th quarter there. Late 3rd quarter score. Colorado Christian all over Adams State. They lead at 62-31. No report yet from UCCS. They're taking on Western State tonight. Early 3rd quarter score, Fort Lewis leads Chadron State 41-37. That game being played in Chadron tonight. And the men's side of the house, 2 finals. South Dakota Mines walloped Highlands today down in Las Vegas, 81-66, the final there. Mines in Golden defeated Westminster 70-64. The other games will take place later on this evening. Black Hills State gets the ball first to start the second half. They'll move it left to right as we look at it here courtside. Sit at Dave Socher Press Row here at Massari Arena. And we're ready to go. Ball inbounded to Siemens. Goes onto the right side to Trocamoinen. Now to Siemens out top. Right side, Trocamoinen's open. Jumper on the way. Off the back iron, no good. Long rebound. Comes outside to Balster. And the ball knocked away. Hines has the steal. Gets it to Long. Long now will bring it across the timeline. Right side to Anderson. Anderson reverses. Drives in from the right. Ball stripped away. Knocked loose and stolen by the Yellow Jackets. Here's Scott with it. She'll bring it across the timeline. On the right wing. Starts a drive. Cut off there. Gives it to Trocamoinen. They lob it down on the block to Balster. Turns, faces, fires it outside. Three-pointer by Scott. Off the back iron. High arching rebound. Balster has it. Gives it to Scott. Now outside, long three-pointer by Erickson off the mark. Rebound loose on the baseline, and Anderson has it. Gets rid of it to Cunningham, fires it ahead to Long. Long on the left wing, starts a drive, cut off on the baseline. Now starts again, goes underneath the hoop, goes up with a reverse shot, block foul. Trocamoinen says, who, moi? And the foul on Trocamoinen will be her first. So that brings Taylor Long to the free throw line. Scoreless, but she's one of the leading free throw shooters in the conference. 84% on the year, 21 of 25. Free throw up and good. Gives the Thunderwolves the lead at 30-29. One more for the junior out of Moreno Valley, California. It's the second. 31-29. Pack on top. Here's Siemens bringing it across the timeline. Hands it right side to Scott. Scott yo-yoing it right in front of the Black Hills State bench. Mark Knorr, their head coach, in the 15th season at the helm. Gives it off now to Erickson. Erickson, nice drive down the lane, lays it in. Olay goes the Thunderwolves defense. 11 points for Erickson. 31-31 is our score. Here's Cunningham at the top of the key. Goes left side to Anderson. Anderson drives into the paint. Wheels, goes down the lane. Running right-hander, missed it. Rohrer had the rebound, lost it. It's batted outside, and it belonged to the Thunderwolves. No, now they got to overrule that one. Michaela, she hasn't seen anything all night. They're going to overrule her. Got to be Thunderwolves ball, and they do reverse it. As Josh Rombaugh comes in and corrects Michaela Fox. Inbounds pass to Cunningham. Cunningham on the right wing. Drives to the baseline. Cut off there. Gives it outside to Long. Fakes. Drives down to paint. Goes up. Running left-hander. Up and in. Taylor Long with 4. All 4 here in the third quarter. Thunderwolves lead at 33-31. Siemens now. Hands the ball off. Here is Erickson. Feeling it. Goes outside to Siemens. Down low on the block. Turning. Facing. Balster. Can't get the shot off. Gives it outside to Siemens. They whip it around the perimeter to Erickson. Erickson going to launch a 3-ball. Off the back iron. No good. Another offensive rebound to Balster. Gets it outside to Siemens. Trocamoinen with it. Drives in. Hands it off to Erickson. She drives the baseline. Feeds it into the corner. Blocking foul on the Thunderwolves. That's number 3 on Lauren Hine.
Bowling. That's 3 offensive rebounds, Bowling.
Now decision time, and that means Beagley going to come into the game here as Jim Turgeon doesn't waste any time. He'll get Lauren Hine out of there. Lauren had such a great start to this game, 6 points, but the fouls now have stalled her performance. Inbounds pass comes outside to Siemens. She's going to jack up a 3-ball. Got it! Siemens hit the final 3 of the first half. Here she hits another one and gives the Yellow Jackets the lead. 34-33 here with 7:30 to go in the third quarter. Cunningham drives into the corner to Long. Back to Cunningham. Holds it, goes down to Rohr. Turns, wheels, they double team her. Outside to Long. Long drives into the paint, gives it outside to Beagley. Into the corner to Cunningham. Drives the baseline, blocking foul on Black Hills State. And on the foul, it will be Erickson. So it'll be Long to trigger it in on the baseline. Thunderwolves down 34-33. Long inbounds the ball, gets it in to Rohr. Wheels, goes up with left hand, left it short. and losing control of the ball. It's knocked loose and goes right into the hands of Siemens. Siemens fires it in right side to Erickson. Stops. Goes down low to Balser. Turns. Fires it outside. Now into the corner. Here's a jumper on the way. It's in and out. No good. Cunningham lost the rebound. She might have got hurt on the play, but she's all right. And then a whistle and a foul on Balster as she fouled Rohr. Boy, I saw Cunningham crumple there. I thought maybe she blew her ankle out, but she just hit the deck. And checking in now, Sierra Toms. This is a tough, hard-nosed ball club. This Black Hills State team, don't let that record fool you. 2-8. It's perplexing how this team could be 2-8. And they were 1-8 at one point before their last win against Chadron State. Here's Cunningham on the left wing. Stops. Looks down low to Rohr. Rohr backs her way into the paint. Wheels goes up with the left hand. Left it short again. And Balser gets the rebound. Been a tough matchup for Molly Rohr tonight as Balser has got the best of it. She has the ball on the right wing. Holds it there. Now skips it up top. Toms with it. Goes right side to Scott. Scott thought about taking the jumper. Now moves in for about a 15-footer off the back iron. Long rebound. Cunningham has it. Going over the back is Sierra Toms. Already the fourth team foul on Black Hills State here in the quarter. We've only played a little less than 4 minutes. Julie Sue Anderson out of the game. Jasmine Johnson checks in now for the Thunderwolves. They trail it 34-33. Cunningham brings it across the timeline for the Pack. Goes left side to Beagley. Oh, man, Long was flashing wide open. Bad pass. Knocked away, goes out of bounds. It'll belong to the Thunderwolves. Long on the inbounds pass. Gets it into Cunningham. Cunningham on the left wing. Kills the dribble. In a bit of trouble. In a lot of trouble. Gets rid of it to Johnson. She drives up and underneath hoop. The rear shot no good. Late whistle foul here on Black Hills State. And a foul called on Balster. That's her second. A little bit screened out on the play. Didn't see all that. If I was the voice of the Yellow Jackets, I would call that a bailout, Joe. Johnson hits the free throw. But when you're the voice of the Thunderwolves, you say, that was a nice call that I didn't see. Johnson, 87% from the free throw line on the year. Hits the first, ties the game up at 34 apiece. One more for the lead. It's on the way, in and out, no good. We're all tied up 34 apiece. Trocamoinen with it, brings it across the timeline, fires it onto the left side. Now down on the block, turning, right-hand hook, no, whistle foul on Molly Rohr. That'll send Sierra Toms to the free throw line. Well, with all the foul trouble the Thunderwolves have had tonight, that's only foul number 1 on Molly Rohr. That's the good news. Free throw up and good. Nice, Sierra Toms. Toms on the year, 74% from the line. Spins it up, short. Chance for the offensive rebound, but Rohr able to get it. It's the outlet pass ahead to Cunningham. Fires it ahead to Johnson on the left wing. Works around a screen, onto the right side to Long. Long drives the baseline. Now cut off, comes outside to Cunningham. Cunningham. Left side to Johnson. Down low to Rohr. Lost it, regains it on the baseline. Backs her way in. Goes up for the reverse and hits. Only her second field goal of the night, but it gives the Thunderwolves the lead back. 36-35. Ball on the right side. Trocamoinen into the corner. Erickson down low. Outside whistle. 3 seconds call on Black Hills State. As the pass came in to Sierra Toms, she was camped out in there, and the minute she passed the ball off, it was an automatic call. She was going to get away with it if she went up with a hook shot or went to the basket, but once she passed it, they just do not tolerate that. Feed up top to Rohr. High ball. Nice backdoor feed to Long. Left the layup short. Might have been blocked from behind by Dockstader. Ahead to Trocamoinen. Chokamoinen down the lane, cut off there, goes outside, Standing Bear with it, reverses, little crossover move with the dribble, now keeps it alive, goes outside to Chokamoinen, onto the right side to Dockstader, down onto the block, backing her way in is Tom, she's double teams, backed out to Dockstader, she drives in, feeds it up top to Standing Bear, Standing Bear bounces into the lane, 5 on the shot clock, fake move in, here's a jumper on the way by Bertram, and it rims in and out and in again. Bertram has 5. Lead back to the Yellow Jackets. They lead at 37-36. Here's Long. Way outside. Nice little crossover move. Down the lane. Scoop shot. No. Blocked. Goes out of bounds. It belonged to the Thunderwolves. We reached our media timeout. 4:17 to go here in the third quarter. It's a good one. Thunderwolves down by 1. Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo. Well, it's been an ultra-competitive ball game here. 11 lead changes tonight. The game has been tied on 7 different occasions. The only separation we had is when the Thunderwolves had a 12-2 run carrying over from the end of the first quarter on into the second quarter. It actually led at 24-15 at one point. But Black Hills State quickly reeled him in after that, and we've been back and forth all night since then. Here's the inbounds pass to Long. Left side to Johnson. Down to Long. Fakes, moves in, can't get the shot off. Goes to Cunningham. Down low on the block to Rohr. Backs her way in, goes to Cunningham. She moves into the paint. Stops, gives it to Rohr. In the corner, 15-footer on the way. Got it. Molly Rohr with 6. Give the assist to Cunningham. 38-37. Our 12th lead change of the game as we go back and forth here. Ball on the left side. Driving in with it. Lob it crosscourt. Rohr knocks the ball loose. It's loose way outside. Chased down, though, by Toms for the Yellow Jackets. Gives it off up top to Bertram. Now on the left wing to the freshman, Dockstader. Works around a screen. They switch on her. Now they lob it on the backdoor feed to Toms. Goes up. Missed the layup. Gets her own rebound. Left-hand hook up and in. Toms stayed with it. She has 3. 39-38. Black Hills State on top. Here's Long driving the baseline. Tried to feed it back inside to Rohr, and it was batted away out of bounds. It'll be Thunderwolves' ball. And Erickson checks back in, and the freshman Dockstader checks out. Long slaps the ball for the Thunderwolves. Gets it into Rohr. Rohr works her way into the paint, goes outside to Cunningham, moves in, can't get the shot off, goes to Johnson. She won't pass it up. Off the iron, no good. And the rebound to Chokamoinen. Gets the outlet pass ahead. Fired ahead on the right side. Moving in, down the line. Ball knocked away and stolen by Bigley. Gets the outlet pass to Cunningham. Cunningham brings it across the timeline. Thunderwolves down by 1, but with the basketball. Bigley hands it off to Johnson. Johnson holds it. Goes right side to Long. She's open. Won't take the 3, though. Comes outside to Rohr. She will fire the 3-pointer. It's off the iron. No good. And Cunningham had the rebound, and she was fouled on the play by Erickson. That puts the Yellow Jackets over the limit. Foul number 3 on Erickson, and that'll send Katie Cunningham to the free throw line to shoot a pair. Katie on the year, 88%, 14 out of 16 on the year. Free throws up and good. Ties the game up. That's the 8th time we've been tied tonight. We've talked to you about the lead changes. We've been chronicling them all night here. 13 lead changes now in the game. This could be lead change number 14. On the way, got it. Cunningham with 5. 40-39. Thunderwolves lead it by 1. Standing Bear brings it across the timeline. Onto the right side to Erickson. Up top, Chokamoinen onto the left wing. Bertram with it. Looking, probing. Comes outside to Chokamoinen. Here's Standing Bear, and she is fouled on the play. Foul is on Katie Jones. That's her first. 3rd team foul on the Thunderwolves. Siemens checks back in. Standing Bear out now for the Yellow Jackets. It'll be Chokamoinen to trigger it in. Right in front of the Black Hills bench. Comes outside to Siemens. Fresh shot clock after the foul call, of course. Hand the ball off to Bertram. Work the weave game out around the perimeter to Siemens. Siemens works around a screen. Nice reversal in from the left. Nice dish underneath. Layup good. Rachel Erickson give the assist to Siemens. 41-40. Black Hills State back on track. Here is Rohr. Hands the ball off now to Cunningham. Cunningham right side to Johnson. Johnson works around a screen to the free throw line. Cut off there. Comes outside to Jones. Now onto the left wing to Cunningham. Cunningham's going to drive the baseline. Dishes cross court to Rohr. Open on the baseline. Swish. Rohr has 8 as she's starting to heat up. 42-41. Thunderwolves back on top. Back and forth we go. Here's Bertram. Down low on the block. Balser turns left-hand hook. Left it short. Rebound batted to the baseline. Out of bounds. Last touched by Beagley. So it'll belong to Black Hills State. Angie Moore going to check in. Molly Rohr now going to get a break here this final minute and 43 seconds of the third quarter. Make no doubt she'll be in there to start the fourth quarter. Be in there for the duration, you got to feel. Here's Cassidy. No, that's not Cassidy Scott. I beg your pardon. That's Switzer to trigger it in. Gets it into the corner. Jumper on the way. Way short. Another offensive rebound to Black Hills State coming out of there with it. Cassidy Scott. They're killing the Thunderwolves on the offensive glass here in this game. Ball on the left side. Here's Siemens with it. Get a second chance lead. Holding foul on the Thunderwolves. And the foul is on Cunningham, her third. Inbounds pass, struggling. They finally get it in. Outside to Balster. Out to Scott. Scott gives it off to Siemens. Siemens, a little crossover move. Steps back, comes outside. Here's Scott down low to Balser. Wheels, goes up, and lays it in. Nice move by Cheyenne Balser. She has 8, 43-42. Another lead change. If you're keeping track here tonight, that's 15 now. Here's Jones. Goes on the right side to Cunningham. Cunningham dribbles to the top of the key. Goes it outside to Johnson. Left side to Jones. Jones, that's going to be a reach-in foul on the Yellow Jackets. Fouls on Switzer. It's her first, but they're over the limits. That'll be 2 free throws upcoming for Katie Jones. Jones has been to the line only 3 times this year, 2 out of 3 to this point. The junior out of Baldwin, Kansas. Free throw up and good. Talked about Jones. She's always the first player out on the court. When I arrive here about an hour and a half early to get things set up, she's always the one out there early, getting extra work in. Gets the second. She has 9 points in the game. 44-43. Ball outside. They go down low now to Balster. Turns, faces, starts a drive, kicks it outside to Scott. Scott lobs it down low to Balster. Backs her way in, spins, left-hand hook. Missed it this time. And the rebound batted to the baseline. It's loose on the deck. They tie things up, alternating possession. Should be the Thunderwolves, I believe. Yep. Inbounds pass. Johnson gets it ahead to Moore. Now to Jones. Jones. Oh! Lost control, but he gets it back to Jasmine. Jansen in a trap situation. Goes cross court to Jones. He's wide open. 3-pointer on the way. In and out. No good. And the rebound. Underneath foul on Angie Moore. And that puts the Thunderwolves over the limit. He fouled Cassidy Scott on the rebound. Foul number 1 on Angie, but it'll send us down to the other end for free throws for Cassidy Scott. 77% on the year coming in. She's hit 2 of 2 so far tonight. First toss on the way off the mark with that one.
Hey, get in there. Hey, wow.
Mass substitutions here as the coach is like a chess match here.
Lock out.
Cassidy Scott finally back to the line here to try to hit the second. It's on the way. It's good. So 1 out of 2 for Scott. That ties the game up. 44-44. Thunderwolves. Tule Sue Anderson on the left wing. 8 seconds to go. She's trapped. Tries to dribble out of it. Lost it. Stolen away. Outlet pass. Here's Scott. 2 seconds to go from half court. And it cranks in and out. Almost went. Well, it's kind of fitting. We head to the fourth quarter. We haven't settled anything. We're all tied up. 44-44. Back with the fourth quarter right after this on Fox Sports Pueblo. 44-44 as we head to the fourth quarter. This is the first time this year the Thunderwolves have entered a quarter tied. They've never been tied after one. They've never been tied after two. They've never been tied after three. They have been tied once going into overtime. Remember, they played Alaska Fairbanks. But so this is their first time entering a fourth quarter tied. Thunderwolves shooting it at 35%. Black Hill State at 35%. Both teams 16 of 46 from the field. Black Hill State gets the ball first to start this fourth quarter. Here's Switzer. Now they come onto the right side to Trocamoinen. Trocamoinen holds it there, down on the block. Balster turns and faces, skips across court in the corner. Taking the drive of the baseline. Skips it outside. That's Erickson with it. Now gives it off to Scott. We're down to 6 on the shot clock. Time to make something happen. Scott works around a switch. Now comes outside. Balster forces the three. Got it from way downtown. Cheyenne Balster from about 30 had to force it, and she nailed it. 47-44. That's the biggest lead of the game here for Black Hill State, and they just increase the defensive intensity. Here's Cunningham, fakes, drives the baseline, skips it to Hines, he's in, layup good. Hines with a bucket, 8 points tonight, 47-46. 1 point lead for the Yellow Jackets. Here's Siemens on the right wing, comes up top, ball batted away by Cunningham, but it goes right back into the hands of Scott. Onto the right side to Siemens. Siemens looking for a screen. They play a little pick and roll game, and a foul from behind on Tule Sue Anderson as she whacked Balster coming in from the right. That's foul number 3 on Tule Sue, and it will be free throws upcoming for Balster. Only a 50% free throw shooter. 11 out of 22 on the year. Free throw up off the back iron, no good. She'll have one more. Thunderwolves have been burned a couple times tonight off of missed free throws, with the Yellow Jackets getting the offensive rebound and the quick putback. Second toss way off the mark. They get it again and they lay it in right on cue. Told you it was coming, and it happened. Scott with 9. 49-46. 3-point lead for the Yellow Jackets. Ball right side to Rohr. Hands it off to Tule Sue. Avoids the trap. And here's a whistle and a foul. Holding foul on Black Hill State. And a foul on Cassidy Scott. Only her first. So it'll be Thunderwolves ball on the baseline. Now this perfect start in severe jeopardy right now for the Thunderwolves. Inbounds pass along. She's open. 3-ball off the inbounds. Missed it off the back iron. Rebound loose on the deck and taking it out of there. Scott fires it ahead. They got a breakout here. Trocamoinen in from the left. Layup. Missed it. Foul on the Thunderwolves. That might be foul number 4 on Tule Sue. And it is the 4th foul on Tule Sue Anderson. And it'll send Trocamoinen to the free throw line. Very quiet night so far for the senior, and she misses another free throw. She's 1 of 3 from the stripe tonight. But as we've said tonight, this 3 times they've been able to get an offensive rebound off a missed free throw and lay it in. They hit this one though, so don't have to worry about it this time. Trocamoinen with her 2nd point tonight. 50-46, biggest lead of the night now for the Yellow Jackets. Bad pass as Cunningham throws it away. Was trying to find Jasmine John. We got an injury back in the backcourt as Rachel Erickson is down on the deck. Holding her left ankle or knee, it looks like here. They're going to take a look at her on the court. And she was crumpled up in a lot of pain as the Thunderwolves had a breakout there, but could not take advantage of it. And Rachel Erickson is now up, putting some weight on that either left ankle or left knee. It's more like an ankle problem to me. Ankles are funny. Sometimes you bounce right back up, put a little tape on it, she'll be fine. It's a high ankle sprain, might be out for a couple weeks. Just never know. Black Hills State working with a 4-point lead now with 8:10 to go here in the fourth quarter. Siemens hands the ball off to Scott on the right side. Holds the ball there. Now gives it up top to Siemens. Siemens onto the left side. Here's Bertram with it. Bertram holds it up top to Siemens. She's going to jack up the 3 ball off the back iron. Long rebound, going to go out of bounds. Boy, that was right on the money. Just a little too much heat on it. And it came off the back iron hard and went out of bounds. It'll be the Thunderwolves basketball here. So Thunderwolves have to dig deep here without their leading scorer on the bench with 4 fouls. Here's Jasmine Johnson on the right wing. Now to Rohr. Gives it off to Cunningham. Cunningham now to Johnson. She'll start a drive. In from the right. Scoops it up, and it's good. What a shot. Johnson with 3. 50-48. Somehow avoided the charge on the play as well. Here's Siemens outside. Goes left wing to Trokamoinen. Now gives it off to Scott. Swing it right side. Nice drive to the hoop. To the baseline. Layup. Missed it. But the rebound again. Another offensive rebound. 3-pointer on the way. Off the back iron. Long rebound. Long gets it this time for the Thunderwolves and gets out of pressure. As they're seeking her in the backcourt. Gets the ball ahead to Cunningham. Up top to Johnson. Thought about stepping into the 3. Goes outside to Rohr for 3. It's good. 2-point shot. Her foot was on the line. Foot was on the line. Rohr with 10, but that ties the game up at 50 apiece. Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. 6:53 to go here in the fourth quarter. We got a wild one. Come back with us here on Fox Sports Pueblo. And welcome back to Massari Arena. Thunderwolves lead at 54-51. And you know what the good news is, folks? These two teams go right back at it 8 days from now. Up in Spearfish. The way the scheduling quirk works out. Thunderwolves will be on the road next week. Here's Johnson. Works around a screen. The free throw line down the lane. Lost it. Goes out. Into the corner, rather. I lost track of who was in the corner. Cunningham was over there. Right side to Johnson. Now to Cunningham. Thought about the jumper. Now goes to Rohr in the paint. Backs her way in. Left-hand hook. Left it short. She hasn't been able to convert all night. Here's a breakup, but the ball knocked away. Hine gets the steal. Prevented an easy deuce the other way. Long to Cunningham. Layup. Good. Mark that moment down. 56-51. Thunderwolves by 5. 4 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Here's Siemens with it. Way outside. Goes into the corner. Erickson jacks one up. It's no good. Rebound. Hine had it. Lost it. Tied up. Alternating possession should belong to Thunderwolves.
Returning to the Yellow Jacket line, number 30, Cassidy Scott, and number 22.
Well, Thunderwolves back out on top by 5, but on that possession, they had a breakout. It looked like it was going to be an easy deuce the other way, but Hine made the steal. Thunderwolves end up getting the 2-pointer. Here is Cunningham. She's going to drive all the way to the baseline. Cut off there finally by Siemens. Now outside to Long. Down low to Rohr. In her office. Comes outside instead to Johnson. Now to Hine. Now they'll reset. Give it off to Long. 15 on the shot clock. Long now. Probing with the right-hand dribble. Can't find anybody to break open. Down to 8 on the shot clock. Long keeps it alive. Nobody breaking open. 3 on the shot clock. Long steps back. Little runner on the way. Shot an air ball. It's loose on the baseline. And it was going to be a shot clock violation anyway, but the ball was last touched by the Thunderwolves. Nobody could break open there. Long had the ball the last at least 15 seconds of the possession, maybe 20. Just dribbling the ball around. Here is Siemens. Brings it across the timeline for the Yellow Jackets. We're down to 3:10 to go here in the fourth quarter. Thunderwolves lead at 56-51. Ball out top. Faking the jumper. Moving in. Runner on the way. Swish by Erickson. She has 15. 56-53. Thunderwolves by 3. We're under 3 minutes to go. Cunningham kills the dribble. Now gives it off to Johnson. Down low to Rohr. Backs her way into the paint. Goes up with the left hand. Missed it, but she was fouled. And the foul will be on Balster. Foul number 3 on Balster. This will be the first trip to the free throw line tonight for Molly Rohr. She usually makes a living from there. 43 out of 51 on the year, 84% from the line. First toss, in and out, it won't go. Trocamoinen back in. The freshman Dox Tater is out. One more for the sophomore out of Greenwood Village. She went to Cherry Creek High School. Second toss up and in. Jones in and Long will come out. 57-53. Thunderwolves by 4. Inbounds pass to Siemens. She'll bring it across the timeline. Fires it over to the right side to Erickson. Back out top to Siemens. Siemens return feed Erickson. She's open. Shot blocked by Jasmine Johnson, and she gets the rebound. What a play. Outlet pass to Cunningham. Cunningham across the timeline. Now to Johnson. Goes right side to Hine. Hine looking for Rohr. Can't find her. Goes to Johnson instead. Now to Cunningham. They're really manhandling into the corner. Jones fakes the 3. She drives in, goes up with a wild runner, missed it. Rebound batted outside, comes to Trocamoinen. 2:10 to go here, fourth quarter. 4-point lead for the Pack. Siemens on the right wing. Dribbles way out top with it now. Works around a screen, threw the ball away, saved on the baseline, but it goes right to Cunningham. Thunderbolts get the turnover. Katie fires it ahead now. Here is Jones. Right side, Johnson's open. 3 ball on the way. Swish! Time out! Yellow Jackets! 60-53. Thunderwolves by 7. It's a 1-minute timeout on Fox Sports Pueblo. 60-53. Take a breath, Jim. You'll be all right. This is easy for us sitting here.
Rebound now.
Here is Siemens bringing it across the timeline for the Yellow Jackets. On to the right side. Erickson with it. Nice skip it on the left side to Trocamoinen. She starts a drive to the baseline. Cut off there by Cunningham. Back to Erickson. She starts a drive. Cut off. Gives it to Trocamoinen. Trocamoinen probing. Spinning. Goes up. Left hand lift. Missed it. Rebound Cunningham. Great defense on that play. Just to avoid the foul call. Get it ahead to Jones. Katie Jones to the top of the key. Cut off. Now gives it to Jasmine Johnson. Jasmine right side to Cunningham. Moves in. Comes outside to Jones. Jones now working around with it. Gives it off to Johnson. Down to 1:05 to go. 7 on the shot clock. Jasmine Johnson moving in, up and under, scooped it up, had the ball stripped away and stolen. Ball gets away. Katie Cunningham comes up with the steal, or maybe it was Hine. Whoever you want to, take your pick. Hand it off to Jones. We're under a minute to go. Jones with it. Man, looked like she was, well, maybe she faked like she got punched in the face there. The ball was knocked away out of bounds. It'll belong to the Thunderwolves.
Yellow Jacket lineup number 23, Sierra Jones.
Timeout taken by the Pack.
30 seconds timeout.
This will be a quick 30 there. Caitlin, 60-53, Thunderwolves by 7 on Fox Sports Pueblo. 21 on the shot clock, 48 to go in the game. Thunderwolves by 7. You got to feel like Black Hill State's going to foul. Johnson with it, and they finally do foul Jasmine Johnson. Johnson has missed once in this game from the line, but on the year now, 27 of 32, 86% on the year now. And she hit that dagger three-pointer just moments ago, but the defensive play she made earlier was incredible. Free throw up and good. She'll have one more.
Make sure you say it again for us, okay?
Hits the pair. And what do you know? Thunderwolves have matched their biggest lead of the game right there, 62-53. The way this game was going, you could never foresee it being this big a lead late like this. And we've got another timeout. It's going to be a 1-minute timeout here. Thunderwolves by 9 on Fox Sports Pueblo. 62-53, Thunderwolves by 9. Lowest output of the year by any opponent for the Thunderwolves in the fourth quarter was Texas A&M Commerce when they scored only 11. Black Hill State right now, they're on 9. Trocamoinen. Trigger it in. Gets it in. Quick fire three. Banked up. No good. Rohr gets the rebound. I mean, that was jacked up from Hochaver range there. Sierra Toms missed it. They tie it up on the alternating possession. It belongs to Black Hills State. So now we're down to 39.3 to go here in the fourth quarter. Inbounds pass into Toms. Lobs it outside into the corner now to Erickson. Can't get the three off. Goes down low. Ball knocked away and stolen. Molly Rohr with the steal. Outlet pass to Johnson and a foul in the backcourt on Rachel Erickson. And the foul on Erickson will be her fourth. That's going to send Lauren Hine to the free throw line. A little chilly in the gymnasium tonight. They need to close the door somewhere. Free throw is up and it's good. And of course, Joe Serby right next to me. He says, "What? It's not cold. He's in shorts." To get you and my son Ryan together sometime. He believes in the shorts theory. 14 for Hine, 64-53. Thunderwolves by 11. 25 seconds to go. Here's a drive to the hoop by Scott. Wild right hand flip up and in. What a shot that was by Cassidy Scott. She has 11. 64-55. And a foul in the backcourt, and a foul will be on Trocamoinen, and that'll send Katie Jones, who's been a hero in this ball game in her own right for the Thunderwolves, off the bench with 9 points. That's a career high, a season high, and since it's her first season, it is a career high for Katie Jones. Free throw up and good, and she just keeps adding on to it. She'll have one more. On the way, got it. 66-55. Thunderwolves lead it by 11, 15 seconds to go. Here's Trocamoinen. Out top with it, dribbles to the right wing. Hands the ball off. Here's Erickson driving to the hoop. Left hand hook up, no good. Hine with the rebound. Gets the outlet pass to Cunningham. 2 seconds to go, and that will do it. Hard-fought ball game, to say the least, but the Thunderwolves outscore Black Hills State 22-11 in the fourth quarter to win it 66-65. Back with our post-game show on Fox Sports Pueblo. And welcome back to Massari Arena. Thunderwolves win the ball game 66-65. The game was tied at halftime, 29 apiece. We were tied at the end of three quarters, 44 apiece. But the Thunderwolves with a 22-11 run there in the fourth quarter win the ball game. Lauren Hine will be our star of the game. We'll also talk to Jim Turgeon. We remind our Stretch Internet feed listeners, we don't have those interviews for you on the internet, but we do post them on the Jim Brooks fan page a little bit later on this evening as we use that audio for our little computer roll here. So we're going to go quiet for a little bit on the Stretch feed, but we'll be back for the men's game. Stay with us. Interviews coming up on Fox Sports Pueblo. Welcome back to Massari Arena. We still await Jim Turgeon to emerge out of the locker room here. And I do see him. He's out making his way out, so he'll be here in about a minute. This is a chance to update some of the scores around the RMAC tonight. Finals already in. South Dakota Mines defeated Highlands 81-56. Westminster over Mines 72-61. These are women's scores, of course. Metro State defeated Mesa 67-57. Colorado Christian all over Adams State tonight 78-39. And Fort Lewis has defeated Chadron State 76-69. No report from the Spring tonight. They take on Western State. In men's action tonight, we have two finals in. South Dakota Mines over Highlands 81-66, and Colorado School of Mines defeated Westminster 70-64. A couple partials in. Colorado Christian and Adams State tied 9-9 early on. Mesa with a 4-point lead over Metro State early on. And joining us now, the head coach of the Thunderwolves, Jim Turgeon. And Jim, hard-fought ball game, everything you kind of expected coming in here tonight.
Yeah, I told the girls in start of the fourth quarter, I said, girls, if we played them 100 times, how many times would they give us a game? and they realize now they're not going to give it to us. Against them, you have to absolutely earn it. And we finally started playing like ourselves in the fourth quarter.
Well, it was wild and woolly there, and they actually had that the start they had of the fourth quarter had to make you take a pause there when they hit the desperation three-pointer, and then they go up by 4 there. So you're kind of wondering, man, are we going to do it? Tule Sue picks up her 4th foul. She knows she was under the weather, and the team had to really dig deep.
We really did, and that shot is what happens when you don't start the game well. You know, to me, we should have been up like 10-0. Then they would have substituted some of their better players. They had a weird starting lineup today.
Yeah.
But then I think we could have, put a different psyche in the game. But because we messed around and let them hang in there early, got confidence, then stuff like that happens at the end of the game. It always comes back. I've been doing this forever, so I've seen it 100 times. But I'm just happy we won.
Well, we talked about your team has the ability to make some runs, some in-game adjustments in that fourth quarter. Really, I thought you started to rebound the ball a little bit better. Seemed like they had some easy putbacks at different times during the game, and as soon as you kind of buckled down there, kind of helped things a little bit. Plus, the defense was tenacious.
Well, I've never seen it before. They had 3 times this game, not once, not twice, but 3 times they missed both free throws, got the offensive rebound, and scored. I've never seen that before, so I'd leave it to one of my teams to do something goofy like that. But, I told it, that's another thing we talked about before. I said, girls, I know you hate to hear this, but rebounding down at that end of the court is going to win us the game. And, some of those rebounds, a little offense to our players, they were desperation threes, and they're bouncing off high, even in the third quarter. And we just did a better job of going and getting the ball.
Well, then there was a key point in the ball game when it was a 3-point lead. You guys had it. They had a breakout. They got a steal or a rebound or something. It looked like they had a leak out. It looked like it was going to be an easy hoop. And Lauren Hine made that steal right at half court. You get the breakout the other way, go up by 5 instead of only being ahead by 1. I thought that was a huge moment.
Yeah, Lauren does all the dirty work for us, and I could tell in her eyes she was ready to play tonight. And she had an outstanding game, but it would have even been better if she would have stayed out of foul trouble. Right. I kept telling Coach Moyer, I said, if she can stay out of foul trouble, she's going to have a big game. I could just see in her eyes. But, her in particular and Katie Cunningham, they refuse to let us lose. They just do everything it takes to win, and they won't let us lose.
Well, it's kind of like an NBA look. You get to see these guys a week from now. That's going to be one tough turnaround to go back out on the road and have to face them again.
Absolutely. They're going to be ready. Their coach is so competitive. Their players are competitive. They did everything. They're a pretty good team. Yeah. They're nothing like their record. And I've never been. We didn't go to Black Hills last year. I heard that's a tough place to play. And we're going to catch them on the second night. Right. So it's going to be a battle.
All right, buddy. Good job. Congratulations. There's Jim Turgeon, the head coach of the Thunderbolts. We'll be back. We'll talk with Lauren Hine right after this on Fox Sports Pueblo. And welcome back to Massari Arena. Thunderbolts win the ball game 66-55. And joining me now, our star of the game, Lauren Hine, the sophomore out of Loomis, California, and her line tonight. Pretty good one, Lauren. 14 points, 7 rebounds, 2 steals, 1 big block shot. And kind of be proud of that effort, huh?
Yeah, it was really fun, and I'm really glad on how we played, and I'm glad I could help the team in that way. So. Well,
the coach said you came out, you knew you were ready to go tonight, and you did start the game fast. Now you got slowed down by the foul troubles. That had to be frustrating.
Tell me about it. I keep having that trouble, and I'm really trying to just stay steady and plant your feet, take a charge, and hey, Joe, I don't know.
Well, you had points early on, and then late, I thought that the key play to the game was when you get that steal, when it's a 3-point game and you hustled back. I mean, that was ultimate hustle there because they had a 2-on-0.
Yeah.
If you got your hand on it, you guys break out the other end. You had to be more proud of that than probably anything tonight.
Honestly, yeah, I take pride in doing some hustle plays because I feel like that's something that I really am good at contributing with the team, and it's great to just see it come out and do it. I don't know.
Well, I don't know if you feel any pressure, but a lot of us that talk along here, talk about the ball club, we know the big 3, we call it, then there needs to be that 4th, and you have a chance to be that, and I know you know the opportunities there with the back cuts and all that with this ball club.
Yeah, I really think that that's something that is always open, and Katie Cunningham is so good at that too, and I'm really trying to even learn off her and just see that opportunity to cut back door and do the extra, another screen or something, and just play the game and just find the open area. So. Well,
you got a chance now. There's only one game this weekend. That's kind of nice. You get to enjoy it. You get to enjoy the New Year's celebration. You can tell Happy New Year to your family right there.
Hi,
listening back there in California. There she is, Lauren Hine, the star of the game. Back with more. We'll set up the men's game right after this on Fox Sports Pueblo.